I want you to realize the following, that all of these are accounts receivable, as I stressed multiple times in this video, and they were all sales on credit. So all of the transactions we have here, they are all debit entries. That is big trouble if we decide to move at this point to a trial balance. Big trouble. Why? Because we do not have any credit entries. They're all debit entries, and you guys know that for every debit entry there must be a credit, or at least the amounts must match. That is the knowledge that you have. For every debit there must be a credit entry, and we only have debit entries, which are not wrong because all of these persons owe us money. So that's the reason why we did our debit entries, because we're trying to increase the accounts. Now, I want you to realize as well that on this sales day book, we know exactly the amount that these people owe us. So this amount right here plays a very crucial role in this case. So what will we do with this amount in order for us not to get in trouble if we were to do a trial balance? If we do a trial balance at this point, it will not balance off because we only have debit entries and we do not have a debit entry or debit entries to make up for the entries that we have here. Let me explain. Perhaps that was not that clear to some of you. So this particular amount, similar to how we posted these transactions right here, the same way how we posted these transactions to a T account, we need to do the same with this total right here. Okay, so we are going to transfer this amount to a T account. So let me first of all, for the total, we do not need a date. We only need a description and a folio, which I will teach you how to do right now. So the description will be transferred to sales account. Transferred to sales account. That is our description. Okay, so at this point, I would need to open a new T account, which I have already for you here. Sales. Notice that it doesn't have a specific name, it only says sales. You guys were exposed to this before. You've used this before, sales. And you know that sales, every time we use sales, we do a credit entry. You know that from previous classes. So what we will do is that we will take this amount and we will post it on the credit side of this T account, which is sales. So the year will be 2021, March 31st, because this is happening at the end of the month. Even though there's no date, we know that it is the end of the month that we are doing this calculation right here. So March 31st, our description will be sales for the month. The amount, 881. So we need a folio right here and we need a folio here. So where did I take this amount? I took it here, but this particular T account does not fall under the sales ledger because this account is not an accounts receivable. In fact, I explained to you right here, I hope it was clear, that only accounts receivable are considered sales ledger. We will not go over accounts payable in this chapter, but all other accounts fall under the category of general ledgers. So in this case, sales is considered a general ledger. So here, this amount with this total was transferred, was posted to a GL, a general ledger. So the folio here would be GL. And on our sales account, this particular transaction is coming from the sales they book, so that remains as sales they book. The only difference is perhaps this. The rest you guys know how to do. So very, very easy. You have to keep in mind that you must include folio and you must have your T accounts. The next step at this point, which I will not do and you are not required to do when I give you work in class, is at this point we will need to balance off these accounts, balance them off, prepare our trial balance, prepare an income statement and a balance sheet. But we will not do that because we don't have to. You guys know how to do that. So we will only leave this as what you see. So this is the final product. This is what your sales day book should look like, and these is how your T accounts should look like after you post your transactions that you previously journalized. Bring your questions for our next class and I'll be happy to answer them.